So the question is who's he going to pardon next? Now, I think it should be Trump, and I think that would make amends with a lot of the American people. And I think if your job, as you said it was going to be, Joe, was to sit there and bring back hope to the American people. And remember, the phrase was bring America back to normalcy is what he was kind of campaigning on back in 2020. Y'all remember that? Oh, we're going to bring it back to normalcy. The rhetoric's too much. The political temperature's too high. That was all the things he was running on, right? There's a bunch more nonsense, but you kind of get the gist of it. Well, the thing is that he could actually sit there and live up partially to what he said by pardoning Donald Trump. If you're going to use it for one and say it was DOJ going after your son in the same way the DOJ went wrongly after Donald Trump, well, you know what? Then have some linear logic and have a little bit more respect for the guy when he gets his ass out of office. So the other aspect to this is another person who Joe might pardon. Now, if you've been a long-time viewer of the Bald Brad Show, you would know that it wasn't just Hunter that was part of this Biden family corruption. No. You would know that it wasn't just Joe Biden part of this Biden family corruption. No. There's another Biden. Yes, there is another Biden that is complicit allegedly in all this. And we have tracked the money. We have seen the receipts. We've seen the paychecks. We've seen where the money's going. And who is that person? That person, folks, that might be pardoned next. It's in fact James Biden. Joe Biden's brother. President Joe Biden pardoned his son, but the president's own brother, who was also involved in some of these same deals, is probably going to be pardoned next. Joe pardoned Hunter on Sunday for the crimes. Remember, January 1st, 2014 was a key date. The pardon dates back to 2014 when Joe Biden was vice president. Now, remember, Joe didn't pardon himself. We don't know if that's a thingy, but somebody, meaning Donald Trump and the Justice Department, could still go after Joe and James right now. In April 2014, Hunter was appointed to the board of Ukraine Natural Gas Company, which we covered yesterday. Even before that, however, Hunter was reportedly involved in what? Business dealings with China. It's a China. Mr. President, isn't that racist to say it? No. It's from China. In 2017, Hunter and Joe's brother, James, were pursuing a what? What does it say there, Patriots? Does that say a deal? Oh, a deal with Chinese energy company. Oh, what is it with the Bidens and energy that don't know anything about energy? You know, Trump built buildings, right? I mean, he knows about cement. He's talked about the different types of cement, by the way. He knows steel, right? He knows all manufacturing. Like, he knows that, right? Can you imagine if Donald Trump started getting into like some totally different industry that doesn't know anything about? Would he learn it fast? I'm sure he would, because he's a businessman and he's smart. The Bidens have been suckling at the government teat their entire life. They don't know jack bleep about energy. They wouldn't know energy if it hit them in the face. So they're working with China, along with a business associate, Tony Bobulinski. Oh, you've heard of him before. Now, what's interesting here is, remember how they went after Donald Trump and also his daughter, Ivanka Trump, for having business dealings in Russia when the Trump family had business dealings across the entire globe? Because they're business people. It's a business family. But the Democrats are idiots. They don't get that. That she had an entire fashion business that was global, because that's what she does, is she's a businesswoman. In the same way, they're like, well, Trump's making money from the Russians and the Chinese for all these things and everywhere across the world. Yeah, because he has buildings everywhere. Go figure how that would work out. That he's making money from everywhere because people are coming in from different countries in the United States and using his freaking towers because they're awesome. What the hell has Joe built? What the hell has Hunter built other than a freaking meth addict crack pipe pyramid out of methamphetamine? I was trying to do something there kind of sly, but it didn't work. Along with a business associate, Tony Bobulinski. So James was referred for criminal prosecution over his alleged lying about his involvement in this deal. James was interviewed during an impeachment inquiry and reportedly lied to investigators, according to House Republicans' referral. Well, what happened to him? Nothing. What's happened to Hunter? Nothing. What's happened to Joe? Nothing. With respect to James Biden, he stated unequivocally during his transcribed interview that Joe Biden did not meet with Mr. Tony Bobulinski, a business associate of James and Hunter Biden, in 2017 while pursuing a deal with the Chinese entity. Unbelievable. He also said that he didn't know Devon Archer either. So Devon Archer was on the board of directors of Burisma Holdings with Hunter Biden. And Joe said, I've never talked to the guy before. Devon who? Archer who? Huh? And Devon Archer's like, dude, I've had dinner with you. I've gone golfing with you, Joe. No clue. It's the same Joe Biden that also said he's never talked to his son about his business dealings. God, like, yeah, right. Specifically, James Biden stated he did not attend a meeting with Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, and Tony Bobulinski on May 2nd, 2017 at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. These statements were contradicted not only by Mr. Bobulinski, but Hunter Biden himself. His own son that he just pardoned, freaking totally ousted his own dad. Mr. Bobulinski also produced text messages that established the events leading up to and immediately following the meeting. Joe's like, it was a great meeting, Tony. Mr. Bobulinski, it was a great meeting. I loved meeting you on May 2nd, 2017 at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. I've never met the guy, never seen him. Beverly what? I hooked up with Beverly in the early 20s. Well, in 2022, it's reported that Hunter and James had more than 150 transactions involving global business dealings that were flagged. I've covered this at length. I've covered this like no other. 150 business dealings that were flagged as concerning by U.S. banks. Folks, this was the part where I told you, you will probably never witness one of these in your lifetime personally, or probably will know anybody personally. There might be a few and far between patriots in here that might know somebody that had their accounts flagged like this. But these flags that were given are like some next level kind of activity going on, let's just say, for legal purposes. What I'm saying is this is a big deal. That one sentence is huge. Chuck Grassley told CBS News at the time that he believed James was heavily involved in Hunter's business ventures in China, telling the outlet, I think James Biden was very much a part of this. Oh, it's not just very much a part of it. We have checks. We have checks written from the Chinese to James Biden that just somehow made it into whose accounts? The other Bidens.